Attorney Tara Peterson, Crenshaw Peterson, is joining us today to talk about if you got a bunch of kids and they live all over the country, how do you pick who's going to be the executor of your estate?
Great question. Sometimes we don't pick the kids. Throwing a monkey wrench into things. And that surprises people when I say that. But that's one of the reasons that we ask questions when clients come in, because we want to know the family dynamics. And do the children like each other? Do they agree politically on things? Do they, talk to each other about different things? Or are they, living more separate lives? They disagree on more things. When people get together for family events, we might have some tiffs. But while mom and dad are there, right, everyone's going to be somewhat, we might have tiffs, but you're overall going to be, on your best behavior. Once mom and dad have passed away, though, those gloves come off.
Yeah,
right?
And they could be hiding something from mom and dad, right?
Yes, and so that is why we dig into those family dynamics. And if we do, especially if we, unfortunately, when we have a lot of children, we have a lot of personalities, a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
And inevitably then on my end, when I have those estates come in, they're just all fighting. They all end up hiring their own attorneys. And we just are going to waste away that estate on petty feuds.
Right.
And so I will tell clients, you know what, now might be a time to pick somebody outside the family, whether that's another relative, or maybe we look into corporate trustees and we just have somebody else sort of oversee that rather than the kids. But that's why it's so important. And people know their family dynamics better than I do, right? So there are big families where it's still okay to pick a child, but we just want to dig in and make sure.
Well, so you mentioned corporate trustees. If you're looking for a corporate trustee or even an executor, what sort of things should you be looking for then?
Yeah, good question. So one of the things on the corporate end is there's different options and different tiers within that, right? So there's some attorneys' offices that will do that who are licensed and insured for that. Not all attorneys do though, so you definitely want to make sure that you have an attorney that's even willing. Don't go in with that expectation because the majority of attorneys don't. And then bankers, there's a lot of banks that will take over and work the estate administration for you. And then your financial advisors. So we see a lot of financial departments, like if you work with Wells Fargo or JP Morgan or something like that, they will handle your estate as well. So it depends on what your situation is, who we're going to be looking at. Accountants are another very common one. A lot of accountants will take over. So we want to look at all of those things, and then you want to ask questions to those people. How much are they going to charge? Is it a percentage? Is it a flat fee? Is it a yearly maintenance fee? What is going to be the overall cost here?
Right.
CrenshawPeterson.com, 347-2100. Great advice as always.
Thank you.